Are we allowed to talk about this here? It's kind of weird, right? I'm talking about books today? What's going on? All right, here's my concept, right? So reading is really important. If you don't read, let me tell you why real quick. Reading is good for your brain. Like literally, it's feeding your brain. It's helping your brain do more things. And a lot of studies have come out and shown that short form content is doing the opposite of that to our brains. It's kind of turning them into sludge. And AI is making that even worse. So a lot of what people have figured out recently is that reading is actually a really good way to get your brain back into a better sense of understanding and a better way to discuss and break things down. Helps with critical thinking, essentially. That's what my channel is about. My channel is about getting us to slow down and talk and think and just breathe and just enjoy gaming and be able to like really talk through things. So if this is something that supports that mission statement, I got to talk about it. And I also like reading. I don't read a lot, but I do read. So we're going to talk today about 3 books that I think can get you started on your reading journey as a gamer, because these are all gaming related. They're all nonfiction books. They're all books that are made with the intent of getting you to love the art even more than you probably already do. So I think you will enjoy these, especially because I think with fiction, there's a lot more to taste with that, like the original Halo trilogy. These are the books I've had since I was 8, by the way. This is fiction, right? So if you don't like Halo, then this doesn't really apply to you. But these books, anybody can read and anybody can enjoy, right? So let's break it down. 3 books. First one, Blood, Sweat, and Pixels by Jason Schreier. Jason Schreier is a lovely writer. He's also got a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is one of my main influences because he does the one take Schreier bit, and if he can do it, then by golly, I can do it too. And what is so great about him is that he just so focuses on the humanity behind gaming. And I think that's really important because just like with any art, there is humanity behind it. And I for one, I just love the creative process. I love seeing things get made. I love understanding how they're made. So getting a book that talks about this is what it was like to create Shovel Knight. This is what it was like to create Stardew Valley. This is what happened with Diablo 3. I love that. I love that so much. And what's cool about this too is this is a really good first book for you because it has so many games in it, right? So like just a couple of games that are covered in this book, their development process is covered. Pillars of Eternity, Uncharted 4, Stardew Valley, Diablo 3, Halo Wars, Dragon Age Inquisition, Shovel Knight, Destiny, The Witcher 3, and Star Wars 1313, a game that never even came out. This is really cool. He's written another book called Press Reset, which is in a similar vein to this, and then he's created yet another book called Play Nice. Now, Play Nice is his most recent book, so at first I was thinking about recommending that, but again, I think the multi-game approach for this, especially for people who don't tend to read a lot or haven't read in a long time, I think this will serve you better. Because while Play Nice is an important piece of reading if you care at all about what's going on out there in the world of gaming, and no, I'm not going to start discussing what the troglodytes on Twitter seem to think is happening. I was going to make a video about that, and I was like, I just shouldn't. It's not going to help. It's not going to help. Let's just talk about books, right? That's the best way to get back at those kinds of guys. If you like this, then read Press Reset or Play Nice, right? So there's a nice extender off of that too. But Jason is a great reporter. He is an honest reporter. He does his job, and he does his job well. And because of this, we now understand things like what it was like to create Halo Wars, what it was like to create Stardew Valley. It's hard. It's hard. It makes you appreciate the art a lot more. My second book, unfortunately, I don't own a physical copy yet. I am planning on getting one, but I did read it from my library about a year ago. This one is called This is Esports, parentheses, and How to Spell It by Paul Chaloner. And I hope I'm saying your last name right, Paul. If I'm not, and you happen to be watching, I deeply apologize. You're from England. I can't be bothered. Just kidding. Look, I love esports. I actually really love esports, like as a concept. My issue is I don't really like watching esports. Just like with any sport, even with competitive Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was really into those, I can't really sit down and watch them because all I'm thinking about is how I want to just be doing that, right? I'd want to just be playing the game that I'm watching, not football. I would get hurt. But all that to say, even though I can't really watch it, I still have a lot of love and appreciation for it as a cultural norm. I love the history of it. I love everything about it as a concept. And this book covers it from its foundations all the way up to its modern day. So there's a lot of really cool bits in there. There's a bit that covers what it was like for the South Korean StarCraft circuit to begin, what happened when things like Quake tournaments were starting to be hosted, goes over things like the MTVification of esports in 2008 before the market exploded and we stopped doing all that. And what I think is even cooler than that is it covers the iBuyPower. Oh no, I even looked up how to pronounce this one. I'm gonna look so American. Katowice. He even covers the Katowice incident with iBuyPower in 2014, which is when a group of players bet against themselves and then threw the game because they were not making enough money to live. It's a really great history lesson. It covers a lot of time. And again, just makes you really love the work that goes into esports broadcasting in terms of legitimizing it and creating a place where players can play their game as a lifestyle, like as a career, which is really, really good. If we want this whole gaming ecosystem thing to survive, we should try to find as many ways as possible to make it work for people to live and thrive in here, right? And we've seen that, well, yeah, sometimes that results in some pretty weird, funky stuff. Other times it'll result in awesome pro players who then retire and get to then go and have pretty good content creation careers. I don't know of any. You thought I was going to say Scump, didn't you? Or Shroud. Sorry, Scump is a different guy. You thought I was going to say Shroud. No, I don't care about Shroud. Highly recommend it. Great history lesson. And book 3. Potentially my favorite of the 3. This is How a Game Lives by Jacob Geller. Jacob Geller is probably my biggest inspiration for this channel. He is the reason why I chose to start. He's the reason why I speak and write the way that I do. He's the reason why I look at games the way that I do, because his essays have done such a good job in getting me to look at games from all kinds of perspectives and getting to tie things into each other that I never would have thought of before, like my outlier theory video. So what this is a collection of some of his favorite video essays that he's written. And you might be thinking, well, can't I just watch the videos for free? Well, yeah, you can do anything for free. But what's cool about this especially is there's lots of anecdotes in the margins here. So you can get a bead on what he was thinking as he was writing, things he might have changed since then, things that he wanted and hoped would come across and be accomplished. And there's even one of my particular favorite things is there is an afterword for every article written by other authors who are also esteemed. One of my favorites of which is Noah Caldwell-Gervais, who is also a major inspiration for my channel, also a major inspiration for the way I think about games. So yeah, this is a no-brainer. This is not strictly a gaming essay collection either, you should know. There are some of his more popular essays, like there's Fear of Cold is in here. Fear of Cold, which by the way is one of his best videos because dear God, the cold is scary. I think there's also one about the Jewish golem in here as well, which some people may not vibe with, hopefully for like not the wrong reasons. All that to say, I deeply enjoyed this read. I am almost through with a reread because again, I just can't get enough of it. And there's a sequel coming out in December. And I missed the pre-order for the special edition, and I'm a little bummed about it because I would have pre-ordered it. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to buy the regular one. Unless somehow, Jacob, if you're seeing this and you want to hook me up with one of the special editions, you would make my dreams come true forever and always. I know that I want to get a video with Scott the Woz at some point, but like this is higher than that. So, I'm talking about books. I'm doing the workout here, man. All right. My conclusion here. Reading doesn't have to be scary, okay? You don't have to be scared of reading. You don't have to feel intimidated by reading, and you don't have to have that age-old conversation about, oh, man, I would read, but I just don't have time. I need you to make time, okay? Because as great as I think games are, and as much as I love spending my free time playing games, you gotta step out for just a bit to get some more perspective. You gotta round out your ideas, and you gotta read something that is gonna nourish your brain. But man, our brains are so fried. So this is the way to fix it, and I hope that this helps somebody. I hope this helps anybody who's like, I want to read more, I just don't know where to start. I feel like I wouldn't like most fiction books. I feel like, I don't want to get into some of the other stuff. Well, start with this. Start with what you know. This is day 22 of recording and posting a video every single day for 30 days, guys. We are almost in the home stretch. We are almost out a week. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I really genuinely can't. Because, God, this just feels like it feels like we just started. And I'm undecided on if I'm gonna just keep going after 30 or not. I think I could. I think I could, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes concepting these things is kind of tough, right? Like some of these ideas I've had for a long time, and some of them have come to me very recently and really saved my butt. So, hard to say right now. What I can say is if you want to support me and you want to see more videos like this, please watch my playlist that is around here, I believe is where I usually put it. This has all of my previous videos in this challenge, all of it. So you can watch it sequentially from day 1 through day 22 now, and you can see how I've evolved in the way that I'm talking about things. And I've said this a couple of times, but it is awesome to do that. It supports me and it supports the channel a lot. And if you want to see more videos like this, supporting the channel is a good thing. I'm gonna go drink some water. My throat is very sore.